Now, welcome to my YouTube friends from around the world. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for that. It's great to see the analytics of hundreds of friends joining in around the world. So it's Monday, August 19th, 2024, if you're watching it recorded. Otherwise, Monday we do tend to move a little bit more active yoga. But it still is for everybody. No one's excluded and options for everyone. We've got a couple more minutes on the back if you're just joining in on YouTube. Good, really big, deep inhale now. Big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. We are calm and peaceful souls. Everything's always working out for us. Good, wiggle your fingers and toes. Take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch back up over your head. Get a good Monday evening euphoric stretch. Elastic, plastic, and fantastic. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around a little bit on your back. If you're brand new, the YouTube algorithm has dropped you here. Hang out. We're just going to move a little bit. And if nothing else, if everything else, we have cats. Good. And we can roll up together now. Hey, look, we've made some progress. We found our expensive Sony camera, so we have the proper angle. I've got my laptop now to control. The aspect is better. I've cleared out a lot more space. And behind me is my mattress, my new one, which stands on its side. It's one of those big fatties. And I'm just going to make a bed frame for it and have my friend Kristen paint it. She's often in class. And so it'll either blend in perfectly or it'll be a beautiful piece of art. Anyway, leave a like and a comment. Looney says hello. Mwah. Anyway, I'm going to admit to you that I am sore as all get out from nonstop moving. I know I've been talking about nothing else, but this move just won't end. Feels like I've got 3 more months to go, but I've got a yoga studio. It's wide and broad and tall, and it works. And I've got my camera now. Next is lighting as our days get a little shorter. Anyway, let's chant Om together, and I'll talk about our practice tonight when we're done. Nice big inhale. And hands to our heart, we'll drop our chin, we'll say a little invocation. God, love, source, bless us with high quality yoga tonight that infuses us with love and light and strength and courage, and certainly joy. Om, amen. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, I also simulcast on Zoom. You can go to upwardspiralyoga.com and learn about that. But I'm saying hi to my Zoom friends, and Zoom was really prosperous and huge for many years, and now the YouTube has sort of taken the momentum, but I'm always grateful to see my besties from Zoom in the class, because we all are part of one tribe now. Tonight we're going to do the standing joint juice, some yin on the floor, and then a restorative pose, because that's how much juice I have in my tank, but I promise really good standing joint juice yoga. So up on our feet we go. I've been up moving my heaviest chest of drawers. I started with that at like, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's been nonstop ever since. But what a joy it is to have a huge project and to just make progress every single day, because it's really worth it when you're really working towards something you know is in alignment with your life's purpose. 3, that's why we do yoga. That's why we get this energy. Good. All right, arms out, right knee. Got my new digital piano stand, a better one. Got the right desk, it's a little thinner, I got more space. No bed frame in the background. So many problems, so many solutions. Good, all right. Feet are hip distance apart, a little wider, slack your arms, close your eyes, swing freely, you guys. Swing out any anxiety, fear, tension, worry. Mondays, I end my fast from Sunday, so I was getting pretty cranky around 3 o'clock. Made myself a nice steak and broke my fast. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to narrow our feet so just about hip distance apart. Remember, a lot of people see this for the first time, the weird way the YouTube algorithm works. You're watching something on health and fitness and suddenly you see this. This is called yoga for everybody. And if you're, say, older than 40 and you want the benefits of doing yoga, but you think you can't, this is the way to join in. Plus it's fun. We keep a sense of humor, a lighthearted spirit, and there's no judging. You just try to mimic these movements. This is just called wavy gravy. Good. Wider feet. Inhale up. All my poses have funny names. Not funny, but peculiar. Arms behind your back. Up your back. Behind your neck. Poof, these are called. Hey, there's my new ceiling fan, so I can reach all the way up and not stick my fingers in it. That's cool. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm so happy to have my correct camera back. I can see my laptop there and my camera's over there. And now I'm gonna have Looney Cam, so at any point when he comes in, he's got 4 different cat trees in here. We can have a quick cut to Looney. Poof. And one more. Good, another weird name pose I made up. Hands behind your back, laced, heels in, toes out. Kangaroo, you look down in your pouch. You try to get your butt and your head down. Few humans can. Drop your head, arms all the way over. As your arms and head come down, your butt drops the other direction. Push into your feet. Inhale, come on up. Spin your toes in and your heels out. Lace your hands up high. And it's our first side bend, so I usually keep it kind of mild. Lean this way. Good human range of movements, very ritualistic to the right. A lot of people are watching this and just doing this for the first time, and they're really receiving the benefits of yoga, which is limitless, and release out. Good job. How about our feet? Left foot forward, right toenails. So thank you all for liking and subscribing. It takes just a second on YouTube, and we're really building a momentum. 1,000 subscribers is the goal. That could happen literally in days, I think, with the way it works. Other way, when you get to 1,000, then it just really takes off from there. 6, 7, 8. Sink in. Now this ankle is dorsiflexed, that ankle is plantar flexed. So my name is Greg. I obviously teach online. I live in the Bay Area of California. I teach for the city of Pleasant Hill. I used to have my own studio for 10 years. Pandemic closed it down, and like everybody else, the worst thing ever becomes the best thing ever, brand new adventures. Come up and out, right foot forward, left toenails. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. My yoga story is a little different. I started later in life after I'd messed up my body with some bad behavior and some not such good stuff. And yoga brought me back to life with exactly this kind of yoga. I'm sinking into my feet. This foot is turned over onto the top of the foot, my shoelaces. My right foot is dorsiflexed and I sink in. So I'm a huge proponent of this kind of yoga. You won't see a lot of warrior poses or some of the more esoteric yoga, but this is what most people need. It's called Vyayama, break up congestion, get strong. Come up and out. Good. Drop your chin, take your head around. 1, 2. In my experience, 99% of yogis need this kind of yoga, not to be stuck in some weird pose that just gets their body sticky. 6, 7, 8. Other way. This gets your heart pumping. It gets you all your joints moving again. It restores your enthusiasm and lust for life. 6, 7. Plus, you get little breaks like this. You can drop your chin down, close your eyes, and relax with your head hanging, not in dejection, in calm for 20 seconds. I can be dead tired after a long day, and within 5 minutes of starting joint juice, I tap right back into prana, the yoga word for life force. This is true whether you're 40, 50, 60, 67 like me, 70, 80, almost 90. Good, bring your face back, shoulders. 1. Now maybe, what am I doing? Forward, up, over, and around. Obviously, you could do this all by itself, but when you string it together with these other movements, you get what's called synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. 7, 8. Now back up, over, forward, around, and down. 1, 2. If you're just starting yoga, after class, leave a comment. Looney and I return all the comments. 5, 6. What do you want from yoga? What's your dream? Yoga connects dreams and people. Good, now lace your hands in front of your face. Roll it out. No joint left unturned, so to speak. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out. If you're new to this, your hands might be very sore, and after a while you can get very, is the word aggressive? Rigorous, frisky. Then, hi, how you doing? My piano teacher recommended this, and I said, dear, I've been doing this for a long time. Then she said, how come you're not better on the piano? And I said, can't believe you said that. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. We are calm and peaceful souls. No rush. Speaking of my new digital piano, it's beckoning me over later tonight. I've got a piano audition tomorrow at school, so I better remember my song. Good, now with my feet hip distance apart, I'm going to take a standard inhale, and so are you. And I'm going to do our first forward fold. And I know most of us aren't circus performers, so just a forward fold. I use blocks. Then I'm going to pull the pin out of my hair. I'm going to shake my ponytail out, and I'm going to drain my brain. I'm going to pedal my heels left and right. For those of us that aren't Olympic athletes or yoga models, this is a good way to warm up. Good, now I'm going to lift both heels, bend both knees, look forward, lengthen my spine. Exhale, I'm going to push heels down, going to push all the air out. I'm going to get to empty and stay there. 1, going deeper, 2, 3, and we come up out of that. That's inhale. Makes sense, doesn't it? Good. Now we'll bring our hands together, feet together. If you know me, you know I'm a huge proponent of tippy toes. Even on my tippy toes, thank God for tall ceilings. Ceiling fan way above, way up there, but I did look just to make sure. Better safe than injured. So I'm up on my tippies. And if you're brand new, we do this every class. 20, 19, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11. This reverses the calendar. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. So many people have dead feet, ankles, shins, and calves, toes. This will bring back as much life as your karma will allow. Now we're balanced on our tippy toes. Close your eyes. Open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend, lap. Ooh, doesn't that feel good just to break open that crusty, crunchy? Inhale to the right, left shoulder blade over your right shoulder blade. Makes sense, doesn't it? Inhale up. Good, then stretch your arms up. Then bring them down. Turn your hands over at your throat, hands above your knees for world famous knee loops. I hadn't seen this before until my yoga teacher did it, and I was, wow, you're a yoga master and you're doing these sorts of movements? And he says, yes, this is what my teacher taught me. So we do this every class. 8, other way. So this in and of itself, joint juice, can be a brilliant, consistent, ongoing, perfectly sufficient yoga practice for you. It's more fun to do it with people on YouTube. 7, 8, come on up, inhale. Good, and I like to add chanting and oming, so arms out behind our back. In a moment, we'll begin a very big inhale. And then we're going to om. Prayer hands, eyes closed, drop chin. Take 30 seconds of self-introspection. Yogis call it svadhyaya, study of self. Not library study, experiential study. Good, drop your arms, inhale up, prayer hands up high. And the best move ever, pull hands down and twist, squat down to your right, left elbow outside your right knee. If you're one of the newbies and you can't get this squishy, just try to touch an elbow to either knee. If you're way bendier than me, or mini, you could squat all the way down with your left shoulder outside your right knee. Heels stay down, knees line up. Look straight down at the floor and let the gravity squish you down to receive all the benefits. Really good for bendy ankles, knees, and hips. Good, drop your arms. Inhale, come on up, regular inhale. And we get the merciful transition of one exhale in prep for side B. Good, up you go. Inhale, prayer hands up high. Now pull prayer hands down, turn down and to your left. If you can tuck your elbow outside your knee, it just tucks right in like a fitted sheet. I kind of move my knees over to the right. I leave that up to my friends. Then if one knee is ahead of the other one, I try to get them to be cleaned up, look down at the floor. My prayer hands pull in toward my heart. My long arm friends can reach the right hand all the way down to the floor. I cannot. And we just hold it and let yoga do its miracle on us. Good, next inhale, rise up. Yoga friends from all over the world. Maine, Spain to Ukraine. Inhale up. Good, now we're going to pull our hands down and it's our second forward fold, this time with the feet together, somewhat more formal. Drop your head. And get into the lifting your heels, inhaling, bending your knees, looking forward. Exhale the air out and explore depth of forward fold. More sensation on empty. 1, 2, 3. Good. And come on up. You can even do yoga when you're sore. Lace your hands. Drop your hands behind your head. Push the sky up, earth down with feet. Third side bend to the left. I like this one because it feels smooth and consistent. The stretch is dispersed equally through the arc of my body. Inhale up. And to the right. Left hip slides left. Up you go. Now arms out to the side. And fun with shoulders. Side to sides with twisty arms. Your body is cheering that you're doing this for your body. Side to side. This thought that yoga is for elite, aesthetic people with some sort of freakish gift is just not the case. Relax your arms down. Cool them off for a sec. Good. Now, arms out to the side, palms open. Bring your right arm under, just hug your chest. This might be it. If your arms fold up, fold them up, and then right knee up over your left knee. Now, if you can balance just on your left foot, that's fabulous. I use my right toenails on the floor on a long day as a little training wheel. But one of these days, lose 10 more pounds, and I'm well on my way. I'm going to lift my right foot and slink it behind my left ankle. And this is a squeezing pose and a balance pose, a concentration pose. That's why this kind of yoga is good. You get the most bang for your buck. You don't waste time. You don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Do what you need. Get in, get out, and go have fun. Good. Now arms out. Lift up your right knee just to balance on one foot. For those of us over 50, this is a great idea. Now my left hand is going to grab my right foot behind my behind, and my right hand comes down to the floor. I use a block. In the hardest pose ever, try to touch your right knee on the floor with your hand on your foot. Inhale, look forward. This is bendy and squishy. Exhale, turn your right knee all the way up to the ceiling. Drop your head. Straighten out your left leg as much as you can. You'll say something like, oof. Release your right foot back. Take your left arm up to the ceiling. Twisty half moon. Tonight we'll be doing half moon on both sides. That'll give us a full moon, which I think is actually tonight. Lift everything out. Great twist. Left hand down. Sweep your right arm open. Right hip, right leg. High as you can. Drive-in movie pose. Be a big screen. You're on the big screen. You are the big screen. Right hand down. Cleverly re-grab your right foot with your left hand. Stand up in balance. Release your foot. Try not to touch it on the floor. If you do, you're human. Humans are invited to this class. Wave your arms. Right ankle on top of your knee, in front of it. Good. And then the careful triangle pose. 2 hands and a left foot. I invented this pose. Nobody's ever done it. Sink into your left ankle as much as you can. Left heel down. This gets the lower calf muscle, which nobody ever stretches and is in danger of injury if you don't, but not for us because we work it every time. 8 seconds of prayerful balance pose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Come down over your leg. 1, 2, 3. Then hands in prayer, and the kids just come up and out. Your foot goes back down. We inhale for an Om. That'll build our lung capacity. Om. 20 seconds standing prayer. I love the little breaks. You just can't go 100 miles an hour all the time when you're older than, say, 13 or 14. Okay, side B, and that will be some killer standing yoga tonight. Inhale, killer in the best sense. Wow, great YouTube analytics. People from every continent except Antarctica, I know. Palms open, pull back. Penguins will be online soon. Left arm under. Fold up your arms if you can. Just grab your shoulders otherwise. Left knee over. But in this one, my teacher used to say, feel your right knee sliding underneath your left as deeply as you can. Lift your left foot if God made you to do it. And if God made you to put the ankle behind, I'm committed to getting there again at some point. I think I'm down almost 23, 24 pounds, and stuff fits better now. Sinking in, building some heat, some concentration, some determination, patience, diligence. Arms out, left knee up. If you're older than 50, balancing on one foot is one of the best things you can do so that when you're 80 and 90, you're still cruising around town having fun. Now my right hand is going to grab my left foot behind my behind, and my left hand comes down to the floor. And then the hardest pose ever, it's a variation of a pose that's so much harder. Touch your left knee to the floor by bending right ankle, knee, and hip. Get down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left knee all the way up to the ceiling, as high as you can get it. And straighten your right leg. Dive down, a variation of a standing split, a fun one. From here, release your left foot back. Turn your belly button, chest, right arm open. Lift your left leg, expand out in all 4 compass points. Good, right hand down. Regular half moon, which is left arm, left hip, left leg. Expanding open as big as you can. Good pose for self-expression, confidence, courage, grace, lift, stretch. Good, left arm down. Re-grab your left foot with your right hand. Stand up with aplomb and dignity. Bring your left knee out in front. Every time I do that, I try not to touch my left foot on the floor, but one thing I do is I try to show my humanity. There is a certain strength in vulnerability. Wave your arms. Of course, we'd like to be perfect, wouldn't we? Good, now just your ankle over your knee, not the whole leg. This then affords what I call throne or squat. And with your hands down and your right foot, it gives you great stability to sink deliciously deep into your right ankle, right knee, right hip. Keep your right heel down. Nobody ever stretches this calf muscle except for us. Now we're going to pray for 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks, bend knee, inhale, look forward. Exhale, Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana, just a fancy name for a forward fold with a variation, head down, butt up. Good, now re-pray with your hands, and we come up in variation of tree pose. Foot down, inhale for an Om, because we're kind of breathless, generally speaking. Prayer hands, drop chin, close eyes. 25-second transitional period between standing and seated yoga. Be a calm and peaceful soul. Even consider stopping thinking. Stop thinking? Are you kidding? Nope. Excellent work, you guys. And it was work to a degree, wasn't it? But we went through all the joints of our body. It was fun. It was frisky. It was over before it started. And now, more yin, more floor, more low. I need some of that. Close your eyes. Just breathe with me for a moment. No rush. No better place to be. Okay, one simple twist and then into some core floor and more. Inhale up. Lace your hands, drop hands. Push butt down, sky up. Turn right. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind you for, we might call this Parivrita Sukhasana, easy twist. Not every pose has to be the hardest thing you've ever done. We save those moments up for special occasions. Inhale here. Good, come on out. And we'll twist the other side and then off to the races. Drop your hands. Oh, I love my new camera angle. Man, that bed is going to look like a work of art. Just you wait. You trust me and Looney. Turn left, 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 left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind. Use your arms to deepen your twist. Imagine the twist going equally into every bone of your spine, not just the bendy part. Start from the bottom. Candy cane them to the left, concluding with your noggin. Inhale here. Good. Come out here as well. Now, when I do table pose, I like to use fists, feet and fists. Now, if you can't lift up, if life has led you in that condition, you can just do what you can for now. In a while, you'll be able to lift up. Good. Sink down, feet together. Now, one reason a lot of people don't like to do yoga is it's like the teacher's going to make us do the splits, the front back splits, the side to side splits, and most people are just mortified at the idea. So we won't do that in this class. Well, we will, but first we'll do warm-ups. And I've got variations that'll make such things possible for you. Just a little leg, knee, and groin massage. Good. Now, here's how we do the splits in this class. Look how brilliant this is. On your back, legs up, and we're going to widen out to what God makes us able to do. Some people are 180, some people are 90 degrees. I think I'm right in the middle at about 135. And if you're new, this is going to be torture and you're not going to be able to do it for very long, so moderate by how long you do it. You can kill some time with ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. How about 20 more seconds? And again, you moderate. You're in charge of your experience. If you're brand new, just visit and then come back next time. Bend your knees, bring your knees in toward your chest, lift your head. This is fine. Just rest your head in and pull your knees in until you can grab your big toes and do happy baby. Happy baby is bent knees, shins pointing up like goalposts. I think an NFL kicker should kick a field goal in between our shins. You can have a blanket underneath your neck, but this has elements of yin, slow, patient release of deeper and deeper muscle tissues. Really good to release your lower back, as long as you're not straining. So blankets and bolsters under butt and head are a very good idea. Good, now release your legs back up. And now we're just going legs up for about 45 seconds for all the health and circulatory benefits. I'm here to break the monopoly of yoga for the aesthetics, the elite, the super performers. Yoga is for everybody, every soul. Just meet yoga where you can do it, and then you'll be golden. Good, you guys. Now bend your knees, lift up your head, place your hands over your right knee. If you can't reach up that high, grab the hamstring instead. Left leg up and bring your left leg all the way down. Rest your head down. If your chin is too high, just slide your chin down. Don't pull so hard with your knee. If this is easy, lift your head, wrap your right elbow, maybe your left elbow, maybe your left elbow, if you're bendier, around your right knee. And I put a block underneath my head as I relax my head down. And I'm finding it much easier to get my right elbow over my left knee now that I've lost 25 pounds. A good deal of belly is out of the way. That's very gratifying. That's what I'm working on. So some of us are working on diet, some of us are working on exercise, some of us are working on relationships, some of us are working on career, some of us are working on everything. So we should always be involved in some way of growing or developing. Yoga is that. Inhale. Exhale. Feel how the leg pulls in more deeply. Good. Now release your right knee. Extend your right leg out, obviously. I'm going to lift up my head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to grab my left knee. If this is where you're at, you can't do the other ones, then do this, and use what you can, do what you can, then you'll get more. Now, if you want more, lift head. Maybe your left elbow on this side, moving my knee over to the right. My right elbow, ooh, there we go. It's been a while for that. Definitely want the block underneath my head. So that left knee going over to the right really stretches your left side IT band. You really want the feeling of this left hip dropping, the left thigh bone deepening into the hip socket, staying nicely exerted out through the right heel. I can tell my camera angle is not quite right. I'll get it. My right leg is disappearing. Oh well, it's still there. Good. Now big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Ooh, what a nice release that is. Good, kitty cats. Now release that knee. Bring both feet down to the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. I'm going to move the block out from underneath my head. I'm just going to stare at my ceilings, knees bent. In a general sense, I can touch my right heel with my right fingers. I can touch my left heel with my left fingers, in a general sense. Now we're just going to go bottoms up. I'm going to push into shoulders and feet. Up come my hips. 3, 4, 5. That's a good first lift. We come down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we get a couple of breaths. This is back bends for normal people, for regular non-contortionists. Good. Exhale all the air out. Inhale maybe to 8. 1, 2, just lifting my hips. 3. Maybe you get stuck here. Maybe you can go up to contortionism. 7, 8. Run your own race. Hold here for strength. Come down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this next one will challenge you. Feet together, foot prayer. Let your knees open out to the side. I know this is grievous if you're new. So God invented yoga blocks to put blocks underneath your knees so that your groins don't split. After a while, your legs will drop further. After a while, you won't need the blocks. I just want to mention that in passing. And if you want more, grab your elbows up over your head. And I call this run over squirrel pose. I really want my belly to sink. I want the base of my spine to extend further down my body. Groin release, hip flexors, abdominal wall, everything really good for you. Okay, my friends, and then come up slowly out of such a thing. You don't need to race from one pose to the next. Most of us acknowledge that we've been around the sun probably more than 40 times. And now we arrive back here. It's another little transition. We'll do a little, maybe a couple of push-ups or something, but have a drink of water if you want. My teacher was a huge anti-proponent of drinking water in class. It seems very strange, doesn't it? Now, I'm going to get on all fours in my new carpet at my new place that I just bought. I like a little more padding underneath my knees because I do. So I'm just going to put this little yoga blanket. By the way, I've got 1,000,000 yoga blankets from my move. And if you want one, leave a comment and your address, and you might win my drawing. I'm going to do my cats and cows from profile. If you haven't done cats and cows, you can't not know how to do cats and cows. It is the fundamental movement of life. It is life. It creates life. It is life itself. Life going up and down your spine. Exhale is the rounding up like the cat. Inhale is the sinking down like the other animal. Couple more. If you just do a couple of these a day, you don't got to worry about doing weird yoga magazine stuff. Left arm forward, right leg back. What a good pose for everybody. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to criticize you unless you criticize you, and don't do that. Can you reach back and grab your right foot? That's a challenge for me. And I've been doing yoga a while. That's just the way my hips are shaped. It makes that very challenging. I would like to bring my foot up and tickle the back of my head. That may not happen, but I'm still enjoying my life. Right leg back, left arm out to the side. Now everybody, left elbow, just for newbies. Left elbow, very solid. If you've been with me for a while, left shoulder, left ear. Now my right leg can go up higher as I kicked my new digital piano. Ouch. Bring your right arm up if you want. This will force you to balance and reach up and grab your foot. If you can't do it, it might take a couple of weeks. Smile, big sideways smile, release, and come out of pose. This is the kind of facility and locomotion on the ground that's going to make the last 30 or 40 of your life, years of your life, much more fun. You don't want to be 80 and 90 when you could be having the best time of your life and be infirm. So there's plenty of proof that yogis in 80s, 90s, and 100s can kick ass on the youngins. Right arm forward, left leg back. But you got to do something. You can't do nothing. Reach way forward, lift your left leg, look out for the piano. Reach your right hand back, grab your left foot. Great coordination stuff. Lift your leg as high as you can, chest, look up to the sky. Good, now release your left leg back, right arm out to the side. New friends, right elbow, really stable. Just try to lift your left leg up a little bit. You'll get stronger every week. Right shoulder, right ear for veterans. Left leg up to the sky, left arm up. Obviously, it makes you balance, doesn't it? Reach up, grab your foot. And I know ballerinas who can straighten their left leg now. That's their job. Release, come out of pose. Conclude with a couple of cat-o-cows. So good for you. Good, my friends. Now from here, as promised, normally on Monday, I don't throw in a restorative pose at the end, but it's only, yeah, we got 8 minutes to the top of the hour. So You can just use a lot of blankets and a lot of pillows for this. For this, watch how simple. All you need is a simple incline. There is a simple incline right there. This incline can be a variable. That goes there. My head goes there. Remember, you just build this to fit your body and your capacity. Sorry for the camera angle, I'll get it right. Now my feet are together. I roll up a little burrito underneath my right leg to support it. And I roll up a little taquito on this side. This shoves under. And my block fell, but it's still inclined, and I am in ecstasy. And this is a bit of a dessert for a Monday class, but I'm wiped out. And for 5 minutes, this will be the rest of class. I hope you enjoy it, because I really am going to enjoy it. And for 5 minutes, I'm not allowed to bother or pester or suggest or interrupt or interfere. Yay. Just think you're doing this with people from all over the world: Europe, Russia, Ukraine, South Africa, Bolivia, Peru, Eskimos, Fijians. You are in good worldly company. This is where we let the breath settle, where we assimilate all the good feels. This is where we get inspired and healed. This feels so good. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, because I'm really digging it. Okay, my friends, breathe back into your beautiful body. Take time. That was just what all the doctors ordered. I like to stretch my legs out into pool lounge chair pose. Wiggle my fingers and toes, circulate super extra feel good through my body. Invite God in, so to speak. If you will, I will. Good, now I'm going to sit up nice and slow from that. Gonna find my yoga lights because the days are getting a little shorter, but still it's a nice finishing lighting. We sit together, hands to heart, head bows. You go deep into you and I go deep into me. We come to the same place together. Thanks to the one who brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. Okay, I always bid adieu to YouTubers first. Thank you for your liking and subscribing campaign and leaving comments. The algorithm is getting tickled and stimulated and titillated. We're growing around the world. This is simple, fun, loving, easy, and it really works because it comes from the heart. So thank you for liking and subscribing. We'll see you for the next class.